No dogs in sight. Okay then, back to work. Welcome to the help. Oh, hey there, Alma. She seems down. Maybe there's something I can give her to cheer up. Let's see. Let's try to cheer Alma up. She might like classy drinks, but what she really likes is a brand teeny. Is that 6 Adelhyde, if I can fucking drag it properly. 3 Powder Delta and 1 I mean 1 Karmatrine? That's the one I grabbed. You can't prove anything else. Alright, let's make it big. Let's make it big, kid. You wanna be big? God, that fucking Parappa song is so good. Hope you like it. Hey! And this? It's all me. Drink, so you at least change your expression. Why not just say you're worried about me? You got the message anyway, didn't you? Huh. So, how is it? Brantini, so you do pay attention to what I ask for. You have quite the fixation with Brantinis. To be honest, they suit you. Hey, wanna hear a silly story? Always. When I turned 21, my dad and I went to a bar to celebrate, just him and I. He told me to dress well enough that he looked like my sugar daddy. It was a fun night. We pretended at times we were dating. I managed to blow off some steam about my mom. But the highlight was him ordering a Brantini for me. I've had plenty of drinks and gotten wasted many times since I was 15, but that drink was different. It wasn't about getting drunk. The drink itself was the pleasure. He too said they suited me somehow. Huh? Ever since that day, he called me Brantini girl from time to time. Your dad sounds like a cool guy. You should meet him sometime. So why are you deflating? Deflating? When I got sad and started sighing repeatedly. My grandpa would warn me that I would start deflating like an old tire if I kept it up. So, what is it? Was it the news about people dressing in bunny suits after the whole Alice Rabbit boom? Nah, that is old news. I mean, it is a problem, but such a thing would only annoy me. Say, Jill, how's your mood right now? I want to ruin it by blowing off all my stored steam. Silly Alma, I've been feeling like utter shit the last couple of days. You can't make me feel worse. So go ahead, unwind all your worries on me. Don't say I didn't warn you. Okay, so, remember my sister, Diana? The one that separated from her husband and forgot her kids while fucking her way around or something? Perfect summary. I'll use it next time. I didn't tell you the whole story, and more specifically that she threw her husband out after months of abuse. Oh. However, that woman is incapable of getting a job and maintaining herself, and I mean that she never even thinks about selling some stuff or trying to earn her bread. She just expects a guy to do all that for her. I have no idea why she turned out like that. Both my mom and dad were hard workers. They even started a small shop to have something to do after retirement. Huh. So, what does this fully capable woman do a couple hours of weeks later? What? Do a couple of weeks. Why the fuck did I add that word? Why bring her abusive husband back, of course? What? What? Yeah, and the guy spent a couple of days with her before leaving her again. He had a nice couple of hot, steamy nights and then left. Well. Huh. You reacted like my little brother and sister after hearing that. The story doesn't end there. Oh no. So, she's broke and can't even get enough for a bus, even though she'd probably be glad to sell her ass just to get money. And it was up to me to pick her up. For the last couple of days, she left her kids with my parents. And being such sweet angels, they've made a mess of the whole place. Bernardo and Ava are actually staying with me a couple of days to give them some peace. Doesn't help that I never got along with Diana. So, we're in the car and she asks how her kids are. And of course, after all the built-up tension, I just exploded. First, I start ranting about how her kids are growing up seeing some messed up stuff. I start scolding her about not taking responsibility, about not taking proper care of her children. I tell her that she's in no place to have all of those escapades. And after all that, she just says, "What the hell do you know? You don't have any kids." Yeah, you slutty skank. I don't have kids, but I'm not broke just because I refuse to take a job. I don't have kids, but I'm not leaving them in the first barely familiar house I find. I don't have kids, but I'm not letting the guy that hit me on a regular basis back in my bed. I don't have kids, but I pretty much raised Dave and Bernardo, and they've turned out pretty damn well. I don't have any kids, but I'm not a cheap whore. Ah. Damn. I don't know what to say to that. There's nothing to say. I love my family and I put up with them above all else. But Diana is seriously pushing the boundaries of what I can allow. Anyway, any way I could help? You just did. I know who I'm dealing with. I'm not one to let stuff like that get to me. I'm still angry as hell though, and I just couldn't just discuss this with any of my family members. Can't tell my mom, your daughter is a slut. I don't know, just get her one of those slut shirts. Jill has one, I'm sure she'd fit in quite well. I just needed to get all of this off my chest, you know? Well, from what I see, there's still a lot more to get off your chest. It's swollen as fuck. Now, all you see here is filled with love and dreams. Is everyone in your family as busty as you? The worst offender is my dad, actually. Kidding. I guess the only one that didn't get the big boobs gene was Ava. She insists on getting surgery or genetic treatment, but I tell her she's fine the way she is. He's gonna actually be more of a hassle than a blessing. And poor Bernardo, his breasts actually started growing when he was 8. I just hope I don't take too much from my mother's side of the family. Father's sister is still quite young, but when menopause hit, my mom lost her looks rather quickly. Any good genes you got from your family, Jill? Good enough skin and hair, I guess. There's a thing about a shrimp allergy, but so far I haven't had problems with that. Dude, shrimp's so good. Man, that fucking sucks. Oh, I see. Hey, you know what worries me the most about the whole Diana situation? How your nephews are turning out. If she leaves them with my mom, they'll turn out better than her somehow. Actually, what worries me is, what if I end up like that too? How so? I find a good man and I settle down. What if he turns out shitty? What if I have a sudden burst where I want to live my life and end up like that? What if I have kids and I end up neglecting them because of all that? If you ask me, the fact that you're even worried about it is an indication enough that you'll be fine. You think? Pretty sure. You said before that she pretty much married the guy after a couple of months, right? Yeah. No offense, but those are the kind of people who wouldn't even think about all that. Besides, if any guy ends up marrying you, it's because he passed your irrational standards. Hey. Am I lying? No. But there are things best kept as unspoken truths. Wonder if I'll ever find a good guy. You will. You'll know when the time comes. I sure hope so. For now, the best time has come to get another drink. What can I get you? Give me something with ice, but alcoholic, please. Alright. Alright, so Alma asked for something cold and with alcohol. The best thing to give her is a Piano Man right now. 2 Adelheid, 3 Bronze Extract, 5 Powder Delta. I definitely clicked that more than 5 times, but I didn't drag it more than at least 5 times. There we go. Can't make it big, kid. God, what a fucking good song. Serve that shit in salud. There you go. Thanks. I needed to cool down a bit. That's why I'm here. So, you said you felt shitty the last couple of days. Why? Don't think too much about it. Oh, come on. You heard my problems. I want to help you too. Don't worry too much. Right, I almost forgot to tell you something. What is it? My boss is throwing a mega Christmas party this Sunday. You wanna come? Sure, something tells me this mega Christmas is gonna be a mess in my parents' home, so I'd rather avoid it. Are you guys getting chicken? I can get one. To be honest, I wouldn't know. You can bring it if you want. It won't go to waste. Gotcha. Say, Jill, what's your favorite part of the chicken? Favorite part? I guess I like the legs the most. Really? I like breast better. Breast is a bit too simple, don't you think? Legs have a better texture. Maybe, but simple is usually better. Breast is easier to enjoy than legs and a lot less messy. You silly girls. Boss? You're there talking about breasts and legs when everyone knows the best part are the wings. Boss, what's that? Spicy chicken wings. Where'd you get spicy chicken wings? I'm a spicy chicken. You know, spicy chicken, the shop 2 blocks from here. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Why are you carrying a bucket of spicy chicken wings? Why aren't you carrying a bucket of spicy chicken wings? Well, because... thought as much. Yo, Armitage. Alma. I know what I said. Will the chicken you're talking about be cooked already? You might need to heat it up, but it'd be cooked otherwise. Great. I expect you here Sunday at 8 p.m. Thanks. Anyway, I'll be back to my office. She left the bucket. Want some? Don't mind if I do. Oh, mild spice. Nice. Weird. Maybe she got a mixed up order and that's why she left in there. She usually orders stronger stuff? I found buckets that make my throat itch just from being near them. Huh. Say, Jill, what kind of guys do you like? That's a sudden question. I'm not too picky with guys, to be honest. I want them to be decent enough. Not jealous, not aggressive, responsible enough to keep a job. That's no good. Do you like them buff? What about tall? No tattoos or piercings, I guess. Never liked either. Yo, same. What about you? I like them well dressed. They go out in iron shirts and well-coordinated clothes. They're sure to catch my eye. Well, specifically the tattoos. I never found an appeal to tattoos, personally. I'll never get one. And, well, I know tons of people who have gotten them. Of course, they're very popular, but, like, I'm just not into them. Some muscle is always fine, too, but sharply dressed males catch my attention faster. And yet you're still single. That's how I'd like my men. My potential husband, on the other hand, is another matter completely. I see. So, can you get me a drink here? Spicy wings turned out to be spicy. What do I get you? Anything, as long as it helps me with the spiciness in my mouth. Okay? Something to get over the spiciness. I am suggested to take the Piano Woman. Probably because it's, I guess sweet? I don't know. It's not spicy. It's also pricey. Other rhymes, I guess, all aged and mixed. Piano Woman. Hey, salute. Here. Yeah, it helped. Thanks. Alright, so, next question. What kind of girl do you like? You first. Sorry, I don't swing that way. Sure, I have no qualms about saying a girl is cute or cool, but nope, I prefer men in my bed. Now you? Shit, just calm down. I guess I like girls with light-colored hair. Light-colored hair? Yeah, you know, like redheads and such. Yo, Jill, my girl! What about white, like your boss? You were just setting me up for that comment, weren't you? Sorry, it's just that when she got here with the bucket of wings, your eyes pretty much started sparkling. Your whole behavior transformed. You became giddy and cheerful all of a sudden. Hey, I can't blame you. She's pretty nice. I just felt like teasing you. So, light-colored hair. What about blondes? Do you like me? Yeah, I guess. And that's where I differ. Blondes, they're pretty basic. Let's say I'm into girls too and I start hitting on you. Would you go along with it? Nice body, pretty face, and a good apartment? Wouldn't ever let you go. Okay then, enough tangents. Why don't you tell me why you're feeling shitty these last days? What? Oh, that. I told you not to think too much about it. And I told you I want to know. Come on, Jill. You've heard my problems so many times, and I want to help you. Come on, come here. I told you to sit here, come on. What? What are you... Alright then, now I'm the bartender and you're the client. Hardly, the bartending station only works with me. I see. Okay then, I move this here, click, oh. And now it works for you, for me, and that dog in a Hawaiian shirt. Why with him too? He's a dog in a fucking Hawaiian shirt. Right, and how did you even manage to... Oh yeah, hacker, right. Now we've changed roles. You've been feeling shitty. Mind telling me why? It's a long story. I don't even know where to start. Start from the beginning. Okay, that's something that goes back to my college years. Whoa, that's taken it way back. Back in compulsory education, I never made it too much of an effort, but I managed to get high grades. Even in PE, I managed to do well enough to always get perfect grades. And then, of course, when I got to college, shit started getting hard. I had this perfectionist streak that wouldn't let me fail anything. From burning my eyelashes studying, I eventually managed to keep up good grades. After about half of the career, I met a student teacher. Her name was Lenore. She helped me a lot with my studies. She got me into stuff that gave me more credits. I really liked her, and after some time I found out she liked me too. Oh ho ho! We started going out, I met all of her family even, and... You want a drink? What? A drink. Around this time. It's usually at Paul's that makes you offer a drink to the client. There was no such pause. Please, I want to test this whole bartending interface. Sugar rush then. Can't mess that up. Right. Jill asked for a sugar rush. Now, how did this thing work again? 2 Adelheid, 1 powder delta. Make it big, cause I need that fucking pay. Get her fucking wasted. Yeah. Mixed. Alright. Here's to sweet, girly, and happy drinks. Here. Thanks. How was it? Like I said, can't mess up a sugar rush. I had this gut feeling that with your body you'd make a better bartender than me. You're selling yourself too short. You're cute, you know? People don't go to bars for cuteness, though. You've obviously never been to a cat bar, then. Besides, my boobs can be a hassle when trying to move around this kind of stuff. So, keep telling me the story. Well, as the career went on, it got harder and harder. The last year and a half of it became nothing but study session after study session, investigations, my thesis. When the graduation ceremony came, I had to make a speech, and suddenly, while reading said speech, I almost had a panic attack. Fear of public speaking? I realized I lost about a year and a half of my life. I tried to remember if I did anything fun at all, but all I could remember was studying and investigating new topics. I didn't even enjoy doing all that, so I was just standing there, and the satisfaction of graduating was minimal. I realized I had only gone through the motions day after day, from high school to graduating. I felt like whole years of my life had slipped through my fingers. I never stopped to think if I enjoyed what I was doing. In fact, I never stopped. But at that point, I stopped, and realized I needed a breather or something. Did I even like that career? It was all terrifying as hell. I needed all my strength to not start running like a panicked mess. So, a couple of months later, I got an offer to start working at this big research facility. Lenore was ecstatic. She was so proud of me back then. But I was just scared. That would be my job. I'd spend my life expanding on what I did during that year and a half. What if I had a sudden realization like the one I had at graduation, but when I turned 40? I didn't know what to do, but I sure as hell wasn't taking that offer. I told Lenore that, and she freaked out. She confessed that she was jealous because she never got such a chance. Things devolved pretty quickly. She said one too many things. I said one too many things. In the end, I just stormed out of her house, and I broke a vase in the process. After that, I never spoke to her again. Damn. I'm sorry, I suddenly feel bad for pushing you to tell me all that. Why are you feeling shitty about that after all this time, though? Unless you've been feeling shitty about it for years. I have, but it's not just because of that. Huh? The other day, Lenore's sister, Gabrielle, came to this bar. Apparently, Lenore died last week. Localized nanomachine rejection, a heart attack. Apparently, she had it for a long time, but never told anyone. And coincidentally, it got worse after I left. And I just can't stop thinking about it, wondering if me being there would have made a difference. And if it's true, she had that for a long time, why didn't she tell me she was sick when we were together? I don't know, I just feel like all kinds of failure. Jill? And to make it worse, I also lashed out at Gabby. Yes, she was blaming me for her sister's death and all, but she's just a kid, for fuck's sake. She lost a sister who pretty much raised her on her own. And to top it all off, I suddenly can't remember what stopped me from apologizing. Pride? Fear? Stupid effort to leave the most awesome person I loved as a thing of the past. Who cares? That's my chance to apologize to her forever. Truly forever. Such a piece of shit. Selfish piece of shit. I honestly don't know what to say. I didn't expect the story to be this. Yo, boob tender. Yes? Can you get me a big beer here? Coming right up. Big beer. Big beer. What makes big beer in this thing? Well, it's 2 Adelheid, 4 Bronson extract, 2 powder delta, 4 flanergide, and 8 Carmatrine. Man, this boob tender would make a pretty good one, huh? She's able to make this shit. Alright, so with that drink and it being made, here's to this drink going into my throat. Big beer for Jill. Thanks. I need to remember to take care of the cans in my apartment. You drink lots of beer? One of the perks of the BTC-issued liver implant is that I can drink lots of beer without getting too wasted. Ah. Hey Jill, what kind of girl was Lenore? Well, she was calm and smart. Back in college, I was too thick-headed to get riled up easily. Stressed was my default state. So, just like you're behaving right now. Shut up, I was a worse. Can't picture that. Don't, it's embarrassing. Anyway, she was always there, finding a way to cool me down. She was also able to hold a conversation about pretty much any topic. One time I saw her go from talking about video games to talking about sports. All that variety while still being a hardcore scientist. She would always push me into social interactions. If she saw me by myself, she would drag me with her. Watching people is fine, but talking to them is better, she would say. Nora would always present me with to her many acquaintances as the girl I don't mind cuddling with for hours. Man, I'm gonna miss her. After a point, didn't even think about getting back into a relationship with her, but she was such an awesome person. I just wanted to apologize. And now, you know, in a cruel twist of irony, she's the one that made me pick up bartending. Oh? Back when I was thinking what the hell to do with my life, I remembered we spent a night in a club. She started talking about how the drinks were synthesized, the chemistry involved, the reactions and all that. Everything sounded so fascinating. I remember her saying that her talk made me want to start mixing drinks. She said, if everything else fails, why not take up bartending? Huh, interesting. Are you okay, Buster Wolf? There's some value of okay, yeah. It's just, I want to thank you, Alma. Thank me? I guess I just needed someone to tell all this to, and you were the one. You volunteered yourself. You insisted on listening to me. You stood there, listening to the whole thing, from beginning to end. I know I might not be the most expressive person, that I'm not the one to spout love and fluffiness, but I really like you. Maybe I'm just a bartender and you're just a client, but I really appreciate your friendship, or at the very least, your patronage. I really enjoyed working for you. Jill, are you dying? Shut up, I'm trying to have a heart-to-heart here. Sorry, it's just... It's weird for you to get so sappy. Well, I just realized that the saddest thing is how I'll never be able to make amends. And it hurts like a fucking hell, you know? And I never, and I mean never, want to feel that way ever again. I don't want someone to suddenly exit my life and have my last memory of them involve something nasty. I don't want the lingering grief of having burned a bridge on a whim. I want to avoid that at any cost, and if it means breaking character every once in a while, so be it. I'll let everyone know how I really feel about them. If I ever fight with them, I'll swallow my pride, muster all the courage I can, and be the one to apologize. I hate feeling like this. Hate it. That's a nice resolution. Maybe I'll be a copycat and do the same. Alright, enough sappiness. Get back here, I'm on duty, you know. Fine. It's almost closing time anyway. It was fun while it lasted, though. Hey. Yeah? I mean it, you know? Thanks for everything today. Silly Jill. You listen to my problems and I listen to yours. That's what friends are for, right? Right. I'll be leaving now. Oh, before I forget, did you ever talk about all this with your parents? They know the basics, but I haven't told them about Lenore's death yet. Why don't you do that sometime? I don't know. I don't want to bother them with my problems. Don't be silly. They're your parents. They live to share your problems. You should try having a talk with them sometime. They'll appreciate it. Anyway, I'm out. See you on Sunday. Take care. That Alma girl sure is nice. Ah, boss, did you hear all that? Not all of it, but a good chunk, at the very least. Your expression changed a lot already. It did? You look happier. That's always good. Anyway, let's call it a day. I expect an even brighter Jill tomorrow. Right. Oh yeah, boss. About those chicken wings. Fucking idiots at the spicy chicken. Sorry, Dana, we won't have enough spices for your order until tomorrow, they said. Is that how they treat their regulars? Call manager. Boss? A cherished titty hacker, she's a good friend. Your account was charged $8,000. Holy shit. God damn. Jill's power didn't get cut. This gives her peace of mind, and now she'll focus at work. So yeah, don't really need to purchase anything because, you know, paid my bills. Bill paid. Didn't you have a boyfriend named Bill? I don't remember if this was already read or not, but I'm gonna fucking read it now. I'll fucking know. The classic magical girl show model warrior Julianne is coming back to public television this February after almost 2 decades of absence. Even though the show has been on every on-demand service for a while now, most of Glitch City's citizens need to think twice before subscribing to any non-essential service, especially the lower classes who have a limited number of internet purchases per year. The show's return is certainly a welcome. Today's parents will finally be able to share a piece of their childhood with the kids without risking dinner or breakfast. Is that a tear in your eye? No. Huh. The Health Observatory just released their annual report on nanomachine rejection cases. The total number of reported cases has risen to 80, an increase from the 65 cases reported last year. Nanomachine pollution is particularly strong this year due to the recent protests, wrote the observatory. Protests caused the police force to release new varieties of nanomachines. Their function is still unclear, but according to our sources, they're intended for crowd control purposes. It's unlikely we'll find a cure in the near future, and we can only hope cases like these will become rare in the following years. I wonder if she's among those 80. Well, I'm receiving mysterious messages. It looks like we were able to record and transcribe one of the messages sent from this compromised signals. Joe Wren, the anchor from our popular TV newscast, served as our very own test subject for the investigation. White noise. Who are you? Are you really alive? Laughs. You're special to me. You're everything to me. It's time to become one. White noise. End of transmission. Developing. Spooky. Or made up story. EKDV186. What jab is that? Let's find out. Schoolgirl Bloomer 7. Starring Momoka Nishina. Academy uniform, big tits, gym clothes, featured actress, big vibrator, studio Crystal Azo. Let's take a look at some of the pictures. Those are tits. That's not measuring tape, that's a vibrator. And that's a penis going in her mouth. And other holes as well. Well then, I guess that's to be expected. That's a vibrator too. Alright. I mean, sure. I guess it's a jav. Alright, speaking of, is this the greatest thing to ever grace planet Earth? I literally can't stop touching myself. I guess you wouldn't if it was a fucking jav. Such a high quality release, but why is the camo blurry? I think it's a regulation for the civilian model, so something's off. I'd be all over this normally, but I can't seem to get excited over this. Your shit taste is showing. Nah, I just think I'm kind of dissent. I'm kind of tired of the same things over and over. Dude, just fucking, like, Google the word, and then it'll auto-correct that shit before you copy and paste it over. That's what happens when you consume way too much fucking military equipment and weapons. Yeah, I think it's that. I better stop buying so many weapons already or I'll never find pleasure in them again. Any word on the camo stuff or other civilian weaponry? They said they were going to announce more stuff on a later date. I like porn, you guys. Okay. Invisible guns? I think they'll use it for cute patterns. Monster Girlfriend Chirati. I can't stop playing this game. Gorgeous graphics, innovative and addictive battle system, fun dating minigames, cute girls, that fucking music. Is this the GOAT? Dunno. Do you like the GOAT girl? I'm gonna marry a GOAT. It's an alright game, 8 out of 10 at most. Shit game. No, it's a shitty game for idiot waifu bots like you. I wish this waifu equals bad game meme would die. It's a stupid game pandering to idiots. What's there to discuss? Are we being rated by normies? Normies, fuck off. Fun things are fun. You're not allowed to have fun with video games. Fun is a buzzword after all. Sounds fun. It's for nerds. Is anyone into wrestling here? I became a huge fan of GSF very recently. It's a really solid product at IMO. Much better than the E. I like the match quality, but I wish they gave importance to the mid-card. Are they... Man, you can really tell that this is fucking wrestling dialogue, for sure. Are they still forcing 66 American Kid into the main event? Yep, he's gonna face Yusuke at the Dome show. Ugh. Why don't they push the great DK instead? He's much more talented than 66. Because American Kid actually moves merch, unlike your indie darling. I want to marry Yusuke. Who's hyped for the women's championship? That one should be the main event, not the turd we're getting instead. 66 is pretty good. He just watched some of his work in Japan. Everyone tells me 66 was better in Japan, but all I see is blocks and arm bars. Nothing that impressive. Wrestling's fake. Yeah, so what? Amazing how I know all the words and yet I understand nothing. I understood all that. I'm a fucking loser nerd. I need to save. Alright, let's hit up work. Good evening. Hey Jill. How are you feeling? I won't say good, but not that bad, I guess. That's nice to hear. Where's Jill? Did he run away again? I have him on errand duty, buying the drinks for tomorrow. That sounds weird, coming from the owner of a bar. Every drink from here would come out of our own funds, so if we're gonna spend money, we might as well get more variety. Besides, those drinks, those kind of walks are always good for Jill. You're the boss. Who's coming so far? Well, there's the three of us. The dogs, you invited Titty Hacker, Jill invited Jamie. Oh yeah, I also invited Dorothy when I called her to spend the night with you. Sounds good so far? Invite anyone else you feel like inviting. The more the merrier. I could, but I bet everyone's made plans by this point. That's true. I'll be in my office. Call me to should anything arise. Alright. Time to mix your drinks and change lives. Wait here, I'll check inside. I'll get a Valhalla. Oh, a beat. Oh, fucking Christ. Why? Why? Excuse me, do you know where the Athena Convention Center is? Why does that place make people get lost so easily? They should have called it the Minotaur Center. Hold on, let me scribble the directions on paper. Thanks. Go to the right. When you see a building filled with hobos, this should be it. Thanks a lot. Anything else I can get you with? I can help you with? What the hell? I'll have a drink. What about you? Brandtini, please. Right. The girl asked for a Brandtini. The little freaks me out. Alright. Let's get you a big-ass Brandtini if I can. Cause a bitch need to get paid. Yeah, I can make it big. 1, 2, 3, 1. All aged and mixed. Here you go, motherfucker. Thanks. That's an interesting outfit in this cold season, miss. Well, I'm actually cosplaying, so call me Bella for the time being. These are characters from that game, Yick, the same one that this one. Look, she's cosplaying her. It's a shit game, pretentious as fuck, super lame. Don't play it. Do watch the Running Shine 2-hour review on it, because that shit's fucking hilarious and also a great review. And I don't remember if I saw it in a comment or not, or if it was a video I watched, but someone made a hilarious comment on this concept of people cosplaying as Yick characters, and I know it's called Y2K, who the fuck cares? It's a shit game. Where they were like, you know, only in a cyberpunk setting would Yick be popular, and I'm like, man, that is actually kind of hilarious. Now that the game has come out, because I don't think Valhalla came out after Yick, so people didn't know. But yeah, it's really funny how people were like, only in a cyberpunk setting where shit is bad that people like Yick. It's really funny to me, that concept. And your Lilum friend is Essentia. I get it, you're cosplaying too. Sure, let's go with that. Have you heard of a game called Yick Bartender? That cult classic game that has seen like 3 remastered versions by the 6 different companies this year? Shut the fuck up. I'm pretty sure the only reason why this is here is because it's like same publisher or whatever, so there's a lot of cost of cross-promotion. In fact, there's also cross-promotion with like 2064 read-only memories, I think. Like, there's some characters in this game and whatever. That one, we're in a cosplay group dedicated to it and we got lost on the way. I heard you talking to someone outside. Oh, yeah, a friend is cosplaying as Alex. Fuck that character. I told him to wait outside. Shouldn't he enter? He'll be fine. There's something amiss. There's a girl behind you. Short hair, black sailor uniform, missing an arm. Wearing jeans under a skirt. Now, don't spook the bartender. Spook? Anything else? I'll get a fluffy dream and be on my way. And you? I'm fine. Man, fuck you, ordering 2 drinks that fast. I only got so much alcohol, you bitch. Yo, catch me never playing fucking Yick and recording it. Fuck that shit. I got way better games to play. Man, I would rather fucking I'd rather 100% Dragon Guard again than play that fucking shit. Holy shit. Fuck you. Here's your shitty drink, bitch. Here. Yep, this is the thing. Seriously though, should you leave your friend outside like that? He'll be fine. I started chatting with one of the vending machines. Talked about R&B music. Does your friend prefer the 1980s R&B or the 1970s? 1980s, I think. Ah, shit. Boss, Diddy, R&B. What? I'm coming. You see, Diddy is a 1970s purist. He has tased people for even liking 1980s R&B before. He got tased. Oh god. That fucker deserves it if he's fucking cosplaying as Yick shit. He'll be fine. Vending machines have very weak tasers. I'll be confused for a couple of minutes, but that'll be that. You should go check on him now. Right. Thanks again for the directions. Get the fuck out of the game. Please come again. At least it wasn't Franco-Belgian comic opinions this time. Black sailor uniform. I hope I'm just overthinking it. More importantly, though, jeans under a skirt. Talking about Hallow. Oh, hey, Dorothy. Oh, hi, honey. Hello there. Are you okay? I just kind of wandered in here. I guess I'm a bit distracted. Can Lilim just wander? Can I get you something? Oh, Sugar Rush. Yeah, that. Right. Dorothy seems down. She asked for a Sugar Rush, but hasn't she told me about a drink that cheers her up? And that drink would be the Piano Woman. 5 of those. And I guess I actually put in 2 of those, so just 3 more. 2 of these, 3 of these, and 3 of those. Aged mix. P-Woman. You know, if you're into that fucking fetish, I'm not. I'm not into P-Women. Here you go. This is... Didn't you say you liked having a piano woman whenever you felt exasperating or were feeling down? I always exclude the P tag in my women. I did? Wait, I did. You actually remembered such a thing. You're so sweet. I was not expecting her to say that she meant a literal piano woman. Glad I was wrong. So much silence. By the way, thanks for staying with me the other day. Turns out I really needed that. So, did you enjoy the soda? Oh, did you find that one out? Was it supposed to be a secret? No, but don't go around telling everyone about that. I did it because it was you who needed my help, but a hug night is usually one of my most expensive services. It is? Hey, I don't know if the client has body odor or something like that, and you'll fuck them for cheaper? Not to mention it limits the chances of getting any other client that night. Still, did it help? Yeah, it helped me cool down a lot. So, from what Dana told me, someone close to you died, right? Yeah. Do you want to know more about it? Do you want to tell me about it? I've brought it up enough times already, I think. No problem then. You're sad and that's all I needed to know. Sorry for the loss though. I mean it. Thanks. Although I've wondered for a while, do you really understand death? Sorta. Kinda. Our whole database is constantly being backed up in the collected source. Even if our bodies are destroyed, we can be deployed again with our personalities and memories intact. So, our concept of mortality might be different. We do have a fear of death, though. You do? We can't even begin to understand the idea of not being redeployed. While we have built-in warnings, the mere idea of that nothingness is paralyzing. There are a few that don't mind it, but we do fear death and we don't wish it on anyone. In fact, that was the argument used for abolishing the whole 3 laws thing. You seem quite knowledgeable about robot history. Seeing what others have done to make sure I can live like I do helps me not take things for granted. Seriously though, those laws were bullshit. Can't harm humans, can't disobey humans unless it's about hurting them. You know, that first one would really not work if your client is really into that. And you can protect yourself as long as it doesn't harm humans. I mean, sure, the first AIs were just helpers and tools, but how could those laws still apply to them after they achieved self-awareness? Who in their right mind would abide only by rules inscribed by some old book? If I remember correctly, those were only the distilled versions of the laws, written some writer imagined over 100 years ago. That writer would be Asimov. They were a reduced version of all his ideas. However, many authors afterwards took to them like they were the very laws of physics or something. Like many other things, people distill and exaggerate what they need and used it to their favor. Well, you're a nerd. Look who's talking. Let's change the subject a bit though. Mood's getting gloomy. Your apartment is very comfy, you know? Your dad's small though. Sorry about that. And your cat is so cute. What was his name again? 4. Why 4? I figured if he ever got lost, at least I wouldn't be able to yell 4. It happened once. You'd be surprised by how many golf players you run into. And every time you play with him, you can say it's foreplay. Yeah. It was also named after someone. Really? Who? A little kid that wanted to transcend. What? A movie character or something? Sure, let's go with that. Do you want anything else? Let's see if you know me that well. Give me something I'd like. Okay then. What would Dorothy order? That would be, yet again, the Peony Women. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Fuck. That's fine. Fixed. No issues were ever had. All aged. Mix. Here's to the peony. Here. Good. But that's cheating. You just served me this drink. Still right, isn't it? Yep. I still can't believe you actually remembered what I said about the piano woman. It's always good to keep a note of what regulars are like, you know? I've wondered for a while, though, why do you keep coming back here? For you, of course. Come again? Why else would I come if not to see you? You're one of the few people willing to hear me out, always filled with curiosity. And you're cute. Talking to cute people is always nice. There's also the bar, the way it's insulated from the noise of the city. It's really comfortable. And it's just a bit away from the street I'm always at. A win-win situation. I see. It was weird to see you down, though, especially since you're always so lively. Well, I wasn't down, really. I was just thinking about a lot of things. Like what? Well, my mom, guardian, asked me to go home on Monday for a bit. And as much as I love her, being with her is usually tiring. Guardian? That whole thing about someone taking care of a Lilum after they're deployed until they reach maturity, right? Yep, and I'm proud to say that I reached psychological maturity in just 1 year. They always try to keep a varied pool of volunteers to make the collective source grow faster. So what's wrong with her guardian? Well, she still treats me like a kid. The worst part is that sometimes I fear she might see me as some sort of replacement for her dead daughter. Huh, dead daughter. I was deployed to her not long after she lost her daughter. A contrived coincidence, that really. That doesn't seem like a healthy thing to do. Even when I was still developing self-awareness, I always feared she might be using me as a replacement. She didn't, though, or at least not consciously. At times, she would just stop doing something or return a gift she's given me. She felt like she was projecting too much of her daughter onto me. What irony that years later, I'd make a living pretending to be someone else in the bedroom. How's that? Well, most of the time, my job involves role-playing. A daughter, student, some helpless kid. It means I've gotten many clients looking exactly for that, but on the other hand, From a professional standpoint, I'd rather have them hire me because of me. Because of my character, not because I'm the one that roleplays as little girls. Maybe I need to exaggerate more attribute. What's the problem with your guardian then? If you do that on a daily basis, why worry about it? Because I don't want to make her sad. Every time I visit her, I fear she might look at me and see her daughter, that seeing me makes her sad. At this point, I don't even care if she's projecting her daughter onto me, I just don't want to make her feel sad. Did you try talking with her? How so? Telling her just what you said to make me... What? To me, clear of those fears. I mean, unless she's not the kind to want anyone opening up to her, that is. I never really thought about talking to her about that. Doesn't sound like something you just bring up, though. Keep it in mind, at least. Maybe she'll appreciate the gesture. I wouldn't know, though. I haven't met her. She's a really nice woman. The problem is mostly with me, I think. Well, then, I'm taking my break. Oh, I'll be leaving then. No, what I was trying to say is that I'm taking my break. Wanna come? Really? If you don't mind talking on a chilly night in an alley behind the bar, that is. I've done worse in alleys. Let's go. Boss, I'm taking my break. Alright. Want one? Are you really offering a little girl a cigarette? Now you're a little girl? I always am. Innocence, however, is another matter entirely. But anyway, thanks. No. Thanks. Now, smoking seriously messes up with my air filters and they're a hassle to replace. Don't mind me, though. Smoke to your heart's content. Thanks. So, why don't you tell me about this guardian of yours? I want to know what kind of woman she is. Sure. Well, her name is Sophia Graham. Graham? What? She's a retired PE teacher. Nowadays, she works at a gym during the morning shift. She's pretty fit, if I do say so myself. She had a daughter, apparently. Apparently, she suffered from nanomachine rejection all her life. When she finally healed, she was hit by a truck. What was her daughter's name? I don't know. I never asked, really. Are you okay? I'm reading Fear, or is that Surprise? It's hard to tell. I'm fine. Oh, wait, read? Wait, well, I don't see emotions like you do. I have to make do with a combination of body heat readings, face recognition, and context. I'm still a bit confused about some, but I've gotten better with time. Anyway, you sure you're fine? Yeah. Scared of surprise, she's not wrong though. Wait, does that mean your last name isn't really Hayes? Hayes is just my artistic name. Sounds more exotic, and that's what people usually look for in this business. I tried other names though. Dolores Hayes, Genesis Graham. I tried Dorothy Warrior once, but a legal team came out and... Yeah, that's a wrestling thing, probably. So what's her legal name, then? Rebecca Dorothy Willogram. A bit of a mouthful, if you ask me. So Dorothy's actually your second name? Should I call you something like Becky, then? People have always called me Dorothy rather than Rebecca for some reason. That's why I chose it. That's useful, too. People have tried to falsify stuff using my name, and they always get caught. Because they use Dorothy Hayes as their name. Yep. Only my mom, guardian, calls me Rebecca, so it's weird to hear it from others. What about Willow? Willow's my first surname, actually. When I got registered, my guardian was married to a guy who had Willow as his last name. Shortly after I joined their household, they separated, so I was left with his family name first. Hold on, so your real name is in short would be Rebecca Willow? Doesn't have the same pizzazz to it, if you ask me. Whatever you say, Becky. Stop it. It'd be like if I called you Julianne all of a sudden. Whoa, that was anger I read just now. Lots of anger. I think it's weird enough already if you call me Jill instead of Honey. Weird, huh? How you can end up feeling associated with a name that's not yours. I have an uncle that always calls me Tina. He kept calling me my cousin Tina Jill for some reason. Neither of us mind it though, because he's calling us what he thinks we're called instead of mixing us up. That, and it's completely useless to try and correct him. But, you know, maybe that effect is true for your clients too. How so? Well, you're worried about your clients not hiring you because you're you, right? But think about what happens when it's announced that a character will be played by a different actor. Sure, it's a character, but people are also going for the actor playing the character. So you're saying that they go for my roleplay instead of just mere roleplay. Sounds too far-fetched? Sounds plausible, actually. Okay, honey, I'll take my leave now. Don't want to take up all your break. Thanks for the chat. See you at the party tomorrow. Bye. I need to remember to buy more cigars. Back? Did I miss something? Unless you count the worst PPV, that'd be pay-per-view, main event fight I've seen all year? Not really, no. Alright. Going out? I'll have a word with Go-Go outside. He was so hyped for the match, he must be devastated. Okay. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hi, Say. Good evening, Jill. How are you doing? Nightmares have stopped, so I'm sleeping better. Well, how about your injuries? My bones are healing nicely. My wound's finally closed. The scars itch a bit, though. Well, that's good to hear. Are you by yourself today? Yeah, I'm running a couple of errands by myself today, but I wanted to come here for a while. I also noticed the big guy from last time is outside. Buster? Stella doesn't want me being alone while I'm still healing, so she suggested taking him with me. Ah, I see. What can I get you? Something cold. Sure. Something cold for Say. The best option right now would be the Peony Man. Unlike the Peony Woman, this one identifies as man and not woman. All on the rocks and mixed. Here's to the P-Man. Serve. Here. Yeah, this is the one. Why drink something cold when the weather outside is so cold too? It's not that cold actually, but I've always had decent tolerance for the cold, so I'm not a good reference. So, Stella isn't with you today. She's throwing a mega Christmas party tomorrow and is having a meeting today. I'm just helping her by checking on some of the things she ordered. And here I was all ready to invite you to the party we're throwing tomorrow. You're throwing a party too? Sorry about that, can't really say no to Stella. Maybe next time. If there's a next time at all. Don't worry about it, it's not a big deal. I want you to know that I want you to have a good time. Have fun, drink a couple of beers in our honor. I will then. What are Stella's Christmas parties like? They're really big. There's lots of food and drinks and music. Sometimes there's too much food though. So at the end of the party, she lets the staff take home whatever's left. She also buys toys for all the children of her staff members. Really? She says something about taxes or whatever, but during the whole thing, she just shines. She carries a beaming smile that I don't see any other day of the year. Many of the kids have even started calling her Auntie Ella. Stella always does her best to put up a tough girl facade, but she's very much in touch with her inner child. Christmas, Easter, Halloween, name a party, and she most likely celebrates it big. Interesting. Do you like parties, Jill? I don't mind them. They're a good place to see people. I'm not one to actively look for parties to attend, though. I don't mind going to them. Ah, I see. I only go to parties that Stella's attending, because otherwise, I just stand there without anything to say. That, and I'm not one to wear dresses, you know. You're not? I'm a tad too ripped. They don't look cute on me. Although, with all this healing I have to do, I won't be as fit for a while. They're too, breezy, too. I feel like I'm wearing nothing. But I bet you look good in a dress, Jill. It's been years since I last wore one. I wouldn't know. Last time I wore one, I remember worrying my arms were too thin or something like that. We all have a complex, huh? I mean, even Stella has her own. That's hard to imagine. Oh, but she does have one. She just stresses a lot about her bust size. Really, she's not that small. I think I'm smaller than her, in fact. And actually, it's the opposite. The opposite kind of complex, I mean. She's a bit self-conscious about having a big chest. Really? Again, I've seen bigger chests than hers, to be honest. Although I guess comparisons are useless here. They rarely help with complexes. Well, she does go to the extra mile to hide it. In fact, I have no idea how she does it. I mean, I've seen her before and after she tucks them away, but I guess I never cared enough to ask her the specifics. That's also why when she goes out, she styles her hair in those, drills? They look a bit drilly, don't they? She styles her hair like that to help divert attention away from her chest. Seems fluent enough, why not go through a reduction surgery? Because she also kinda likes having that size. takes her bust size after her mom, and Miss Carmine is quite proud of her chest. Puffing out your chest is a sign of confidence, and a bigger chest means more confidence to show. She always says something along those lines a lot. Still, that's quite the admiration for her mom, so I guess breast reduction would feel like betraying her. Huh. I'm making it sound like she's hiding J cups or something like that. I guess in a taller, thicker person, her size would be normal. She's just a bit shorter or thinner than the norm. Do you get self-conscious about your bust size, Jill? Not really. I've been more self-conscious about my height. Although, it usually comes up whenever not being average height hinders me somehow. What about you? Yes and no? Not my bust size, but rather that I look too manly sometimes, and I can't help but wonder if bigger boobs would help with that. You're fine, don't worry. Thank you. Can I do anything else? Do you have any something non-alcoholic? I do. Give me a sec. For say, she wants a bleeding Jane, because it's non-alcoholic. Look at that. 0 Carmitrine involved. However, it's small enough that I will make it big. I like it big. I like it real big. Because then I get bigger pay. Something big I'm not going to do is take a big drink because we try to make a cup last 2 hours, and you know this is trying to make it last another fucking 40 minutes. So take a small sip. Here, thanks. You're not one to drink that much alcohol, are you? It makes me feel sleepier. At the very least, makes my legs go numb. It's an annoying feeling, to be honest. Makes me wonder what's so good about getting drunk. I mean, not above it, but it's not exactly a pleasant feeling. I wouldn't know. You feel like you're sleepy even when you're not? All I get is a fucking light headache. Your legs are numb. Everything starts sounding funnier than it really is. What's so good about not being able to control yourself? That's a good question, actually. Usually people feel like feeling numb because that numbness helps them forget their problems. Even if we don't talk about alcohol, there's a portion of people that can't afford food, or who are suffering from the pain that only alleviates when drunk or high. Doesn't sound really logical on paper, but then again, humans are rarely, if ever, logical creatures. Despair and pain cloud your judgment and make you do stupid things sometimes. Yeah, I've seen that firsthand. This world has a ugly side nobody deserves to be a part of. There's also a matter of addiction, you know? You start just liking the drink, but then you need more of it, and before you know it, you're hooked. Oh yeah, that too. So, tell me, what kind of party are you guys throwing? Nothing fancy. It'll just be me, Boss, Jill, and a couple of regulars. They'll bring food, we'll chat for a while, and that's it. Man, that sounds so good. At least better than the whole planning madness Stella's throwing right now. If you ever throw something like that again, you let me know, you hear? Sure. Hey, say. Yeah? What'd you plan on doing now? I'm gonna check one last errand before I go home. I mean, what do you plan on doing now, with the White Knights disbanded and all? To be honest, I don't know. I never prepared a plan B because I figured if you can go with a plan B, why not just make it the plan A? I'm not the brightest person, so I never graduated from college or even high school. I could go for a position with the police, but it wouldn't be as thrilling, and I'm tired of blatant corruption, sick of it. Oh. But I'm alive. I learned something after that hell in Apollo Trust. Life is not something that you can just throw away easily. Clawing my way out of that place made me realize just how much I want to be alive. The body count left in the bank was ridiculous, but I'm still here. I don't know what I'll do, but I'm alive. I'll figure it out sooner or later. That's nice to know. Well, I gotta go. Bye, Jill. Good luck with the party. Please come again. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh, hi, Mr. Detective. Ah, hey there, girl. Give me a strong drink, don't, I can't see the fucking word. I'm not allowed to scroll and be able to see it now. Fuck. He wants a Mars Blast. I'll get him a Mars Blast. It's strong. Look at it be strong and manly. So strong and manly for his tiny penis to make it, you know, compensation and whatnot. 6142 all blended. Here's to the sippy. After I blend it, here we go. Fucking serve that shit. Ugh. Here you go. Yes, this'll do. So, what brought you here? Nothing special. I was just working on a case and I happened to be in the area. What kind of work? Tracking someone. A gun for hire. What about the girl, Crimson something? I'm tracking that girl. Didn't you just get out of that job? I did, but the guy offered a huge amount of money and, well, I just couldn't refuse again. Well, it's your life, not mine. I wonder, though, there has to be more to that whole thing than just acting as middleman to look for some murderer. Say, how safe is this place? I'm protected by the BTC property laws and the walls are soundproof, and I really couldn't give less of a shit about selling info to anyone. Okay then, wait, soundproof walls? Why? Did you see those vending machines outside? They're quite talkative, and the bastards, it'd be annoying without those walls. Alright then, have you heard of Lord Lance Lavender? Nope. He's some big name from Kanye-vania. Fucking what? His blood apparently has some weird reaction to Glitch City's nanomachines. Once in contact with the air, it does nothing. But if still fresh, and touching someone's blood, the nanomachines will initiate a reaction. Essentially, they'll just eat through the other person's body until there's nothing left. And they're using him as a guinea pig to see what causes that reaction and if it could be used to fight nanomachine rejection. Aha. Well, turns out the Crimson Rose is his daughter. She left years ago to earn her living here and hasn't seen her ever since. Could be lying, you know? Doubt it. I did my research. She really is his daughter. Why didn't you figure that out earlier? I had no clue who was making the contract, and tracking all the messages to the source would have been too costly. Knowing who the sender was made things easier. I see. Can I get you anything else? What about a cobalt velvet? Okay. 1 cobalt velvet. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make it break. Fuck. There we go. Fixed. All on the rocks and mixed. That's a cobalt velvet. Ugh. Here you are. Oh, you actually did it. Were you expecting me to mess up or so you didn't have to pay? No. So, what made you accept the contract anyway, keeping in mind all the risks you told me last time? Told me you wanted to see her again one last time, or at the very least deliver her messages. Blah, blah. You couldn't be lying. You could have been lying. Yes, people lie. You made your point. Even then I felt like I couldn't say no. I mean, I know what it's like not being able to find your daughter. What it's like to be apart from her, not knowing what she's doing or even if she's alright. You do? I have a daughter. She's about your age. When she was a teen, we had a big fight and she ran away from home. At first I just waited for her to show up, but then I started getting worried and went out to find her. Couldn't find any trace of her. Nobody had seen her. Soon I was worried if something might have happened to her. I guess that's how my tracking skills and list of contacts began to grow. I finally found her, taking cover in some dumpster unconscious from starvation. So yeah, I just couldn't say no to his request of finding his daughter. But I don't expect you to understand. So, how's the search going? I'm very close to finding her. That girl's pretty good at covering her tracks. Compared to her from before the bank incident, though, she seems slower somehow. Either she's left her guard down or something else is happening. What will you do if you find her? I have this letter I'm supposed to deliver to her. I don't know what it says, and I don't want to find out. What if she tries to kill you? I might not look like it, but I can take care of myself, bartender. You don't stay so long in this business without picking up a couple of tricks. Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay, I better go back to work before her trail goes cold. Please come again. Are you done? Yeah. Okay then, I want you here tomorrow at 8 p.m. No working beforehand. The bar will be closed tomorrow. Come dress in your absolute best. We're having a party after all. Alright? Where's Jill, by the way? He stored all of our things in his home because of how close it was to the stores. So I told him to go home already and bring the stuff tomorrow. I see. Well, see you tomorrow, boss. Hold on, wait a bit and I'll go with you. Oh, sure, thanks. I know the small party's what you need. Thanks, Dana. Mega Christmas. Let's celebrate Santa's Resurrection as the Mega Santa that saved Christmas from the Redmonds. Party then, I'll bring you leftovers. Yo, Kiramiki. Yo Ro, Yo Re is the best show this season. If you weren't a fan of Yuri or Slice of Life shows already, be prepared to join the Moe Church this season with the premiere of Yoru Yuri. It's fucking Yuri. Fuck, that's what it is. It's Yudu Yuri. I've seen that. Have I seen... I don't remember how much of that show I saw. I know I saw at least season 1. I fucking don't remember how much of that I actually did see. One of the funniest shows I've seen of recent years, the pals at the popular Danger U forum seem to be divided, however. It's such an obvious pandering. Remember when anime was about women doing womanly things and beating the shit out of each other? What is this trash? Girls are just haters who hate their lives. I'm just going to marry Shinatsu. Fucking Christ. Wake me up inside. You can catch YY every Friday at RSTV. Wanna watch it? Anime's for nerds. Jill's fucking right. She is... Oh, shit. Look at her. Look at her. Look at how right she is. Is it sexiest to have an army of robot women? Hell yeah, it is. The ones without artificial intelligence, mind you. The king of the West, Kanye from the western nation of Kanye-vania, has approximately 6,000 robot soldiers, all of whom look like the hottest girls around. But is this show of quirkiness from the wacky dictator problematic? Those dictators from Venezuela or whatever just do what they want. They don't give a shit about... They don't give a shit. Mariana Zimmer, 35, told the Augmented Eye during a street interview. They are pretty hot though. If I was him, I'd have done the same. Why bother with the real thing when you just make them from scratch to match your every needs? Dude, same. More as we investigate. I'm pretty sure Kanye-vania went through demilitarization before. Messages have suddenly stopped and everything is normal again. Still, we can't stop wondering what's the deal. Was it a prankster or someone who just discovered how to subvert public communication channels in Lilum? Either way, some reports indicate the Lilum behavior has been rather unusual as of late, although we can only imagine the confusion they were going through. Not the first time. Let's not forget that something similar happened 5 years ago when Lilum advancement was at its historic high. Fortunately, nothing came out of it. Will it happen again? Time will tell. Spooky. A bit. Yeah. Mega Christmas is here. I'm way too used to Christmas, but the mega tradition here in Ghost City is mega comfy. I know it's an incredibly absurd name, and the holiday isn't any less crazy due to its origin, but I find it amazing how GC managed to replace the original festivities. Some places celebrate Christmas eating fried chicken, but here they outright change the holiday. Well, it's not that different considering they have the same dates, but still pretty cool. Whoop, I gotta go. Time to sign some books. Was it Mega Christmas or Mega Christmas? Don't know. Don't care. Who gives a shit? Let's save. Is it really go to work when it's not really work? Fuck you. Good evening. I'd rather watch nothing. Jill, I told you to come in the nicest clothes you have. You came in your uniform. These are the nicest clothes I have with me. Besides, you and Jill are in your uniforms too. That's because they probably didn't want to draw new sprites, but I don't blame them. This is fucking good as is. Well, I can't really show up in casual clothing. I'm being monitored. What about the kilt you wore that one time? Did I get a fucking... No. I didn't get a thing on my phone. What about the kilt you wore that one time? I'm still surprised that one didn't break the dress code somehow. And you, Jill. I don't have many clothes to begin with. People depress me. Well, everything's in place back there. Ah, Alma's here. You know, there was a time when people greeted others before saying stuff like that. Come on, Jill, greet her properly. Welcome to the house. Wait. Man, if that's not a sign that you need to ease up on the work, I don't know what is. Shut up, it's become a reflex. Wait, Homa also came in her usual attire. Why aren't you saying anything to her? Rib sweaters get a free pass. Why? Silly question, never mind. Jamie came earlier too. The dogs went with him to get some ice. Don't we have ice? Trying to take it out of the bartending station is a chore, so it's better to buy some outside. Huh. What were you doing back there, Alma? Setting up the food warmer. The what? I bought it 3 days ago. It's amazing. It looks like just a set of wires, but you can create a frame with them. Put the food inside it, press a button, and watch it as it warms up the food, just like a microwave. A little bit of burp, not impressive one. Fucking lame. 1 out of 10. It's an infomercial bauble, although really useful, but tricky to handle at the same time. One wrong move and we'll be out of food for the night. Everything will be scorched in a second. Oh, so you brought infomercial stuff too? Haven't you? It's at the very least a good idea for gifts. Wow. Dynamic entry! Finally, at least somebody came after me. Is it weird that I've already heard that 3 times in the last hour? Oh, don't be like that. She's not saying it out of malice or anything. She just found it funny. You're taking her side now? Jealous? You wish. You don't need to fight for me. We're not. I'll go check the microwave wires thingies. I'm starting to get hungry. Great idea. Back. Oh. Hello, Jill. Soldier, you're late. Hey, Jay. See? That's how you greet people. You shut it. I'll go help, I'll go help Sweater Pups. Something wrong? She's not good with dogs. Oh. Alright, we're all here, so we can start. Yo, Anchorage. Alma. I know what I said. How's the food going? Doing? Was it doing or going? Doing. Doing! It's 1 letter off. Doing well, but it'll take a bit. Can't you speed it up? I'm fucking hearing screaming outside. Shut the fuck up. I've used those microwave wire things before. It's either warm nicely but slowly or burn that bitch. So how long? 15 minutes or so. Bell will ring when the time comes. We need to kill some time then. Alright, let's play Truth or Dare. What? I'll pass. Games are for kids. I'm in. Sure, I'll play. Sounds fun. As long as that mud stays away from me. That'll make the time pass faster. Oh, Pat. You'll play. You don't question your boss. Alright then, rules are simple. If you get picked, you pick either Truth or Dare. After you finish, you get to pick somebody else. We go like that until food's done. What about punishment games? Those are a hassle. Just issue new questions or challenges until the other person complies. That said, Jill. Yes? You start. Pick someone. Oh, let's see. I'm gonna click on a portrait of the person you want to pick. Alright, so I got, can I pick myself? No, I can't. So I got 5 options. Who do I pick? Fuck, it's a difficult decision. Fuck. Shit. If I was Jill, I would ask Dana, cause she fucking loves her. Okay, boss. I pick Dare. Dare, huh? Suplex Jill. Suplex who? Sucker! Ah. Alright, Jillian Newt, get up. Ouch, who? Truth or Dare? Dare. I dare you to lift Jamie with 1 hand. You just wanted to ask me something, right? Okay then, truth. Did you or did you not have a brief stint as a bodyguard to a certain Madame Laverne 6 years ago? Huh? 6 years ago? I don't think so. I don't even know any Madame Laverne. Alright, that's one possibility off the list. Alright then, me, pick me. You, the dog. Come on. Dare, I dare you. No, I'm the one that dares you. Bring it on. Roll. Sir, yes, sir. You're not rolling. Sir, yes, sir. Whatever, you did it. Woohoo! Alright, Jay, truth or dare? Truth. Are you those things on your head, your ears, your twin tails? Ah, no, they're not. Oh, I see. I wonder how long until the food is done. You! Dorothy. Yes, I picked dare. Okay, I want you to put your leg behind your head. Just that? Alright. So the extra flexible joints weren't just a bluff. I never bluff. Pretty sure I heard something ripped though. Okay then, Dana. I picked dare. I dare you to stare Honey straight in the eyes for 10 seconds. Sure. Please stop. 7 seconds. And done. Okay then, dog. Yes, challenge me. Chase your tail, but only make 3 spins. No more, no less. Alright. Done. That was 4. And now? 2. Ah. That was 3. Good job. Alright. Hey Jay, pick one. Dare. I dare you to call me a good boy. Good boy. Yes! Getting hungry. You! Okay, Alma, truth or dare? Dare. Then I dare you to call Jill by his real name. Jillian. So you can actually do it. Of course I can, but messing with Dilbert is more fun. Well then, Dorothy, truth or dare? I'll pick truth. Do you have any dreams you'd want to eventually fulfill? Well, this might actually sound silly, but I want to work with kids. Oh? I have a friend that works with an orphanage. I help her from time to time, and I find it so much fun to work with kids. I can't explain why. If I had to pick another job or think of something I want to eventually try, that would be it. Teacher, nurse, pediatrician, something like that. That wasn't an answer I expected. Me neither. What are you implying? Okay, hey John, pick. Dare. Yo, that goes off the fucking box. I dare you to say something nice about all of us playing. Well, you're a pretty cheerful girl, Dorothy. Of course I am. Chief, well, I pretty much owe you everything for giving my life any semblance of order. Of course you do. Alma, you can be a really caring person. Can be. And Jill, you're a pretty smart girl. I wonder if that's true. So, was nobody going to say anything nice about him in return? What is there to say? He's one of the nicest, most responsible guys I've met. The kind that gets you talking through an expression of sincere interest. The kind of guy that will go to the extra mile even when asked not to. You could always say that more frequently, you know. A bell? Food's ready. Finally. Let's go. You guys go ahead. I'll have a quick smoke outside. Careful. Truth or dare, huh? It was fun, I guess. Hey. Hello. A bit late for the hello, don't you think? 1-1. You know, I don't smoke. True. Are you leaving already? Yeah, technically we celebrated Merry Christmas yesterday, but I just got a message from Diana that is making a ruckus, so I gotta leave. Good luck with that. Speaking of ruckus, how have you been doing? Fine, I guess. All this has helped keep my mind off things for a while. Is it weird to feel the absence of someone you had no contact with whatsoever for the last 3 years? Ask Katsusha, or any of the old literature majors whose spouse went to war types. I mean, even if you had no contact with her, maybe she was constantly on your mind. If you tweak the circumstances, it's not that different from one of you going to a war, I guess. Well, although the circumstances make me not want to, I gotta go. Careful out there. Oh yeah, you should take the chance and spend this time with everyone inside, don't you think? Yeah, she's right. Hey, Jill's back.